In the summer of 1995, everybody was wondering, who shot Mr. Burns? Part 1 of the Simpsons episode aired May 21st, 1995. It would lead into a summer of debate and people calling 1-800-COLLECT. Here is the story behind The Simpsons, who shot Mr. Burns. As the 6th season of The Simpsons came to a close, the writers left on a cliffhanger that left everyone wondering, who shot Mr. Burns? Fox ran a contest where people would call 1-800-COLLECT and give their guess. They also opened the website Springfield.com that was devoted to solving the murder. The way the contest was mapped out, the showrunners took a sample of 1,000 guesses, and the winner needed to come from those entries. Not one of them had guessed it correctly. The show writers asked to sample another 1,000, but they were told no. So Fela Gibson of Washington, D.C. was chosen. She actually guessed Smithers. Gibson didn't watch the show, so she didn't care about being animated into an episode, which was the prize. She ended up getting a cash payout worth an undisclosed amount. Security was ramped up around the development of this episode. The last 10 pages of the scripts were not included in the regular printouts, and only a couple of copies were made for the writers, and those were only around for a few minutes. They were promptly shredded. Multiple endings were made, so even the animators wouldn't know who actually shot Mr. Burns. Part 1 of the episode re-aired on September 17th, 1995 at 7 p.m. It was then followed by Springfield's Most Wanted, a special hosted by John Walsh from America's Most Wanted. This all led into Part 2 of Who Shot Mr. Burns. The writers left some things open-ended to throw the audience off. When Mr. Burns falls on the sundial, the letters M, W, or S could be pointing to any number of Simpsons characters. Among them include Waylon Smithers, W. Seymour Skinner, Simpson Mutt, Mo Sizlak, or Sideshow Mel. Just before Mr. Burns lands on the sundial, you can see that his holster is empty, alluding to the fact that he was shot with his own gun. During the town hall meeting, when Mr. Burns says, "Who has the guts to stop me?" Maggie is the only one to continue to stare at Mr. Burns. Everybody else looks away. And finally, there was one person that the writers know of that guessed correctly. Someone made a post on an online forum. They weren't able to give this person a prize because of the contest rules. And by the time the contest had wrapped up, they couldn't locate this person. According to the DVD commentary, they still hadn't figured out who guessed correctly. Thank you for checking out the video. If you're enjoying this content, please give it a like, and if there is a topic that you would like me to cover, feel free to comment below.